What is going on, guys? This is Patrick on A Veteran's View. And today, kind of what I wanted to go over was to cover if you're an individual, let's say you have been on unemployment, and let's say your particular state's unemployment office has not been able to figure out which is their head and which is their rear end. So your unemployment claim is stuck somewhere. And you're not sure when you're going to get paid. You're not sure how long it's going to take. You're not sure the amount you're going to get paid. You don't even know if you're going to get paid. But at the same time, you also know you have bills to pay and you have expenses to pay. And we know your state is not going to write a letter to everybody's landlord, to everybody's utility company, to everybody's car company, or, if you make payments on your vehicle, to everybody's car insurance company and say, hey, could you please not cancel this person's policy? Could you please not turn off their electricity? Could you please not turn off their water? We know your state's not going to do that. So I just wanted to cover just some quick, simple ways you can get cash. Maybe not necessarily today because there is a little bit of a process, but it's very quick compared to the speed that our state governments work. So some of those ways would be like some of your gig-based, they call them like the gig-based economy, or some like your app delivery jobs. Now, I made a video covering some of these about a week ago that you guys can check out, that I will link down in the description box below. But stuff like Doordash, Instacart, Uber Eats, or if you're okay driving people, you could do even Uber and Lyft. Now with those, there is a little bit more of a process because since you're going to be transporting people, there is a greater risk for the company versus you just moving food from point A to point B. But nonetheless, the process still moves pretty quickly. And the nice thing is with these app-based jobs, unlike our government, they have an incentive to get you out there driving as soon as possible. As soon as you start driving and completing orders and deliveries for them, they are making money. Our government doesn't get that same message. Our government doesn't get the message that you can do things quickly and efficiently. That's not how our government operates, unfortunately. So, for stuff like Doordash, I've got some of the metrics, and I'll include them in here from historically when I did Doordash last year, just to kind of show you guys. But I was averaging between $20 and $25 an hour delivering for Doordash. Now, yeah, it's not the most fun in the world. You're sitting in your car, driving to a restaurant, picking up food, dropping it off at somebody's house. But the nice thing is at the end of the day, you can cash out your earnings immediately. So every single day, and there's a little transaction fee. It's like, I think it's like 50 cents. You pay Doordash, they'll cash out, and it'll be in your bank account within minutes. I'm sure for a lot of you guys, that would be phenomenal. Kind of another way that you could do things, Instacart. So Instacart's a little more time consuming because you are, for most of the orders, you're actually shopping for people. But the pay is much better as well, especially here in California, because we just had, in the last election, one of our propositions that got passed that increased the pay for these app-based jobs. So like for Instacart, depending on the day and depending on what part of town I might be delivering in, I was making $25 to $30 an hour. Now, once again, yeah, you're going grocery shopping for somebody, but find me a job where you can have no experience, no nothing. All you have to be able to do is drive. Your car has to be reliable, and you have to know how to find the right items, which the app itself tells you where the items are in the store. And once again, with Instacart, you can cash out immediately. There were some days last year when I was doing this that with Instacart, I was making over $200 a day. And I wasn't even working a full 8 hours. I would leave, you know, the peak times probably about between 10 and 11 a.m. And then it would really die off at about 5 to 6. So, I mean, you could do 7, potentially 8 hours, but you can make over $25 an hour, over $200 a day. So, once again, if you have bills to pay, your state truthfully doesn't care when you get your money. But you yourself can take control. And it may not be something you enjoy doing, but if you can put money in your pocket now, start getting paid now, get some of those bills paid now, get food on your table now, pay your rent now, if you have the ability to put in the time and the effort. There were some days I would take my kids with me. My kids would go with me and I'd do Instacart. And they'd help me in the grocery store. They'd help me get some of the items that they knew where they were. They knew exactly what they were getting. And they'd go grab them for me. And I would teach them how a lot of the stuff works. You can use it as a teaching moment for your kids. I will say in terms of Uber and Lyft, I've never done either of those. So, you know, I don't have much in terms of how quickly they move through the process. I do believe with those, you need to get your vehicles inspected so that Uber can say on their end that your vehicle is mechanically safe. So there's a little bit more there. But with like DoorDash, Instacart, Uber Eats, Grubhub, you can sign up for those and within a couple days, you'll have your account. They'll show you when the peak times are, so you'll know when the best time for you to drive is, for you to do deliveries is. I mean, it's all built into the app. It's very intuitive. It's very easy to work with. And you can easily make money, like now. And for a lot of people, you know, that's critical. For myself, you may see the shirt I'm wearing. It says, most expensive Christmas ever. And it's in Disney font. This past year, we took our kids to Disney World for Christmas. We went for 10 days. Very expensive, roughly about $6,500 for the entire trip. Tickets, airfare, food, Airbnb, rental car, everything. $6,500. You bet your butt that this and doing Instacart, doing DoorDash, is going to be used to make up some of that lost income. Now, the other nice thing, you and your spouse could both do it. Say you don't have any kids, or say maybe you've got one child, but the child can go with you. You could sign up for an account. Your spouse could sign up for an account. Now, you guys are not going to be getting the same orders necessarily, but if you can double up on that, let's say you can make $25 an hour, she can make $25 an hour, that's $50 an hour between the both of you. If you're able to do that one day, that could be 3, 4, depending on what kind of tips you get, $500 in one single day. So this is something to really take seriously, guys. There is a huge amount of money to be made here. And especially with the pandemic still going on, you have a lot of people who are scared to death to even leave their home. So that's where you can fill the gap. And from my experience, I mean, just doing tips and whatnot, there are a lot of times people are very thankful. I mean, you may think like a delivery driver is one of those jobs where, you know, nobody really cares. Like, yeah, you brought them their food, but they don't really care. But I will tell you, there are some times I got $30, $40, $50 tips. There's some big Costco ones that I did where I had to drive a little ways. I had to drive like 20 miles to go deliver it. I've got a pretty fuel efficient car. But I'd get like a $60 tip just because somebody didn't want to leave their home, drive 25 miles to Costco. So this is definitely something to take seriously, guys. I would definitely encourage you. I will put links in the description box for Instacart, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. Those are the only 3 platforms I've used. Now, these links are not going to be my personal links. just because I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to promote you to sign up for something or whatnot. They're just going to be links directly to the company's website so that you could sign up and you could start making money. I mean, it's honestly that simple. And all three of those platforms, Uber Eats, Instacart, and Doordash, you can cash out same day. So once you made your earnings at the end of the day, if you need that money for something, you can cash out all of it or you can cash out a specific amount. It's truthfully that easy. So with that, guys, if you like this content, please hit the like button. As I'm growing on YouTube, and I've been noticing I'm getting a lot of subscribers, I'm getting a lot of views, so I think I'm on the right track with what I'm talking about. So yeah, if you guys like this content, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of this kind of content, hit the subscribe button. And I'm putting out videos every single day. Some days multiple videos. I hope you guys will check some of them out. Also, if you have any feedback for me, drop it down in the comment section. I'm reading everybody's feedback. I'm trying to grow and I'm trying to do this the correct way. So if there's something you guys see that you think could be better, I'm not going to be offended. I'm all for constructive criticism. Just let me know. With that, guys, take care. Bye.